Shoo-bop-dee-dum-boom. Yeah, and that's just, kind of the narrative that we've all been told, or, assumed and told ourselves, I guess. Well, I guess I think I've assumed that. Yeah, we all have, this imagined scenario where, like the farmer needs shoes, so he goes to the shoemaker, but, his crop won't be in for another 6 months or something. And, the shoemaker doesn't want, corn or wheat anyway. He needs lumber to build a barn. So this is all complicated. Now the farmer's got to go get lumber to bring to the shoemaker. Wouldn't this all be easier with some kind of currency, right? Right, yes, I can picture that. Right, I think we all, easily picture that scenario, and then, currency makes sense or something. But really, it's just not true. All right, well, well, what's the real story? Right. Well, see, the barter trade thing worked just fine because, the farmer goes to the shoemaker, he needs the shoes, and the shoemaker's like, cool, yeah, no problem. Like, I know your crop's going to come in, 4 months or whatever, and you're not going anywhere. Like our families have known each other for generations. People don't really leave where they're born kind of thing. So he's happy to, go ahead and, give him the shoes or repair his shoes or whatever it is and know that he's going to get paid when the crop comes in. And, same thing for the shoemaker, with the lumber. Like he, goes and gets his lumber and, the guys who, give it to him, they're not really worried about it. They know, like, well, he's going to build a barn right there. It's not like he's going to, build the barn and, skip town and, not pay us or something, So the transactions didn't need to be in real time. Like they know they're going to get their shoes at some point, to pay for the lumber. The shoemaker's going to get his wheat from the farmer to pay for the shoe. It's all going to work out. Like they know each other, they trust each other. No one's going anywhere. All right. Yeah, I can see that. Right. So then, and the only time this system really breaks down is if you have someone passing through your town who you don't know. It's like, I don't know where you come from, what you do. You're probably never going to be back. So now we need some real time exchange. And that's easy enough, for just like one person, and people carry it on like that. No problem. Right, so where does it all fall apart then? The whole thing falls apart if you've got like 1,000 people who show up in your town, and they're like, hey, we all need new shoes, we need food, we need, extra supplies, we need blankets, clothes, whatever they need, right? What, but who would that even be? Yeah, exactly, and that's the whole thing. Like, if there's 1,000 people marching through that you're never going to see again, that's going to be the military. They're on the way to some battle. So the whole idea of stamping like a signet piece, like your signature on a piece, and saying, hey, like take this as currency. Because these people aren't coming back. So that would be, the king or the emperor, stamping these signet pieces, with their face on it or, a phrase on it, something like that. I'm like, hey, 5,000 people, come marching through your town, but they have these signet pieces. Like, go ahead, give them all the supplies. Yeah, you're not going to see them again, but you can bring this back to me and we'll settle up, kind of thing. Right, yes, that's very interesting. Yeah, so it really, it had nothing to do with anything in the bartering system. It all comes back into the military, like right there, the creation of money.